Have you ever found yourself scrolling through social media, witnessing the latest trend or marveling at a cutting-edge innovation, only to realize that there is a good chance you might not know the name of the person behind it? It's easy to lose sight of the brilliant minds when we're bombarded with daily distractions. But today, let's change that narrative. Let's embark on a journey back in time to an era known as the Islamic Golden Age. This period marked a remarkable chapter in history when the Muslim world was at the forefront of scientific, cultural, and economic advancements. And what is fascinating is that many of these achievements were the brainchild of individuals whose names have strangely been lost to the sands of time. Imagine for a moment living during a period so innovative that it laid the groundwork for many of the things we take for granted today. In this eye-opening exploration, we will delve deep into the lives and works of these often overlooked visionaries. Their stories are more than just historical tales. They are a testament to human ingenuity and a reminder of the profound impact one person's ideas can have on the course of history. So fasten your seatbelts because we're about to take off on an adventure filled with surprises, discoveries, and a whole lot of knowledge. You won't want to miss this. As we step into the vibrant bazaars and bustling cities of the Islamic Golden Age, you'll meet scholars, scientists, engineers, and thinkers who changed the world without even realizing it. We uncover the secrets of their inventions and explore how their contributions have left an indelible mark on our modern world. But be prepared because along the way, we'll also face some challenges, because as we dig deeper into this golden era, we confront questions that challenge conventional narratives and force us to rethink what we thought we knew about history. Are you ready to join us on this journey? Let's get started. Welcome to our channel, where history comes alive and every episode takes you on a captivating journey through the annals of time. If you're as curious about the past as we are, then consider subscribing to stay updated on all our thrilling adventures. Now let's jump right into our video. As you settle in, picture yourself transported to a time when the very foundations of mathematics, science, and technology were being laid, shaping the world as we know it today. This was the Islamic Golden Age, a period spanning roughly from the 8th to the 14th century, a time when Muslim scholars, scientists, and philosophers made groundbreaking discoveries and innovations that reverberated across the globe. However, despite the magnitude of their contributions, many of these brilliant minds remain virtually unknown to the general public. Now here's where the intrigue deepens. The question isn't just about why we haven't heard of them. It's about understanding the profound impact their ideas have had on our lives. Imagine the hum of activity in a typical medieval marketplace. Amidst the merchants and artisans, there's a hidden hub of intellectual energy. The House of Wisdom was more than just a repository of books. It was a cultural melting pot where scholars from various civilizations gathered. One of the most prominent figures associated with this institution was Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi, the Persian mathematician and astronomer who introduced the world to algebra and algorithms. His groundbreaking work, the Compendium Book on Calculation by Completion and Balancing, not only revolutionized mathematics, but also provided the basis for modern accounting practices. And then there's Fatima al-Fihri, a trailblazer in every sense. She established the world's first university, Al-Qarawiyyin in Morocco, which remains operational even today, standing as a beacon of education for centuries. But our journey doesn't end there. We'll encounter Ibn al-Haytham, a man whose contributions to optics and the scientific method were centuries ahead of their time. He practically turned the study of light on its head, laying the groundwork for modern theories of perception. Al-Jazari, the ingenious engineer who fascinated with intricate devices like automated machines and sophisticated clocks. And Abbas ibn Firnas, a true polymath who dared to dream of flight and experimented with glass-making technology that influenced the world of optics forever. As we navigate through these historical accounts, you'll begin to see a pattern. Each of these individuals played a pivotal role in shaping our world, yet their names have been overshadowed by the passage of time and sometimes even deliberate historical narratives. Think about that for a moment. The very fabric of modern science, art, and technology has threads woven with the brilliance of these forgotten masters. But why then have their contributions been minimized or erased from mainstream accounts? To unravel this mystery, we'll need to dig deeper into the socio-historical context of their time, examining factors that have contributed to their obscurity. For instance, language barriers and the rise and fall of empires have often played a significant role in obscuring the achievements of these individuals. Additionally, biases and selective narratives have sometimes overshadowed their contributions. So why should you care about these forgotten architects? In a world that often celebrates the accomplishments of the famous and the few, it's essential to recognize the ripple effect created by these unsung heroes. Their innovations didn't exist in a vacuum. They spread like ripples across the globe, influencing civilizations far and wide. Many of these inventions found their way into Europe during the Renaissance, laying the groundwork for the scientific revolution. Yet surprisingly, the names of the individuals behind these innovations rarely made it into history books. To understand why this happened, we must take a closer look at the socio-historical context of the time. During the Islamic Golden Age, Muslim scholars, scientists and philosophers made groundbreaking discoveries and innovations that reverberated across the globe. However, as empires rose and fell and knowledge was transmitted across cultures, the contributions of these brilliant minds often went unrecognized or were attributed to others. Language barriers played a significant role in obscuring their achievements. Many of these works were originally written in Arabic, Persian, or Hebrew, languages that were not widely understood in Europe during the Middle Ages. As a result, European scholars relied on translations, which sometimes resulted in the loss or alteration of important details. For example, the works of Al-QALB were translated into Latin, and in the process, his name was often rendered as algorithmy, giving us the word algorithm in English. Similarly, the works of Ibn al-Haytham, a pioneer in optics and the scientific method, were translated into Latin, with some attributing his groundbreaking work on light and optics to an unknown author. Then there was the issue of selective narratives. During the 18th century, European scholars began to emphasize classical Greek and Roman sources, often overlooking or dismissing non-European contributions. This Eurocentric perspective further marginalized the achievements of these Islamic Golden Age thinkers. Additionally, the rise of nationalism in the 19th century led to a tendency to attribute scientific progress to a single nation, overshadowing the collaborative and cross-cultural aspects of knowledge production during the Islamic Golden Age. Furthermore, the destruction of libraries and the loss of manuscripts during various conflicts and natural disasters have also contributed to the scarcity of primary sources, making it harder for us to learn about these individuals and their contributions. For instance, the burning of the House of Wisdom in Baghdad in 1258 CE resulted in the loss of countless valuable texts. Now that we've uncovered some of the reasons behind their obscurity, let's shift our focus to the profound impact these individuals have had on our world. Understanding their contributions is essential for a comprehensive understanding of history and the progress of humanity. Let's start with algebra. Algoritmo's introduction of algebraic methods revolutionized mathematics, providing a systematic way to solve equations. This laid the foundation for many scientific and technological advancements, including the development of calculus and the theory of numbers. Algebra is used extensively in fields such as physics, engineering, and computer science. And it's hard to imagine modern science and technology without it. Next, consider optics and the scientific method. Ibn al-Haytham's work on light and vision transformed our understanding of optics and influenced the development of eyeglasses, telescopes, and cameras. His emphasis on observation, experimentation, and mathematical analysis was a precursor to the scientific method, a systematic approach to acquiring knowledge that has become the cornerstone of modern science. And let's not forget about architecture and engineering. Al-Jazari's innovations in engineering and clockmaking showcased the ingenuity and precision of Islamic science and technology. His designs of automated machines, including musical instruments and water clocks, demonstrate a mastery of mechanics and a keen understanding of geometry and engineering principles. Finally, the impact of these individuals extends to medicine, art, and culture. Ibn Sina's Canon of Medicine was a comprehensive medical encyclopedia that served as a standard text in both the East and the West for centuries. It covered a vast array of medical topics and promoted a holistic approach to healing. The art and architecture of the Islamic Golden Age exemplified the beauty and sophistication of Islamic culture. The intricate geometric patterns, calligraphy, and the construction of mosques and palaces reflected a deep appreciation for aesthetics and a command of advanced mathematical concepts. The achievements of these forgotten architects during the Islamic Golden Age represent a golden chapter in human history. Their groundbreaking work laid the foundation for numerous scientific, technological, and artistic advancements that continue to influence our world today. So if you find yourself flipping through a history book, take a moment to appreciate the contributions of these individuals. And remember, the story doesn't end here. There are countless other pioneers waiting to be rediscovered. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more captivating historical adventures. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep uncovering the hidden stories that make our world so fascinating.